To my English speakers. Some of you asked me for more info, but it's not sometimes easy even to make a video in Lithuanian. Living in Lithuania, and if you want to know what is going on in the world, you must have such kind of rethinking system of brain, because, for example, a friend, Mark, asked me in the night, 2 o'clock in the night, is Russia losing a war? I answered half sleepy, no, it is not. Ukraine has surrounded cities have food only for 3 days, because where Russia took towns, they give humanitarian aid, and cities are not bombed, because for Western propaganda it is shown that Russians bomb houses, but if you look at these bombings, it is slight shelling passing by very quickly, bombing balconies, destroying windows, and most of time from up from the street, not from the air. Because if occupants would bomb, it would be from the air, but it's mostly from the inside. And the cities that are taken, Kherson is not bombed, and I'm not telling you to believe or not believe. What I see on the internet, we all have the same internet, but it seems we do not have the same brain and consciousness. And how Russia can lose special operation is they have hyper very fast rockets, hypersonic rockets. They fly so fast that anti-rocket system cannot detect it, and Biden admitted it. If you look all the sides, Biden admitted it. Russians have a gun that there is no anti-gun. So when there were a lot of guns to Ukrainian given from Europe and the world, Russian changed tactics. They just shoot from the Black Sea and from Crimea. From Crimea, they use another rocket. I don't remember. Also, interesting name. And you should read every name of the article like a coded message of propaganda. For example, before going to you to make this speech, I checked the main propaganda website. Just just line how they name news, and they wrote another month of invasion with no rockets. And I did not read further, because it is a lie. And the newspaper has some 1 million readers in Lithuania, and it starts a day with a lie. Russians do have rockets. They have Kinjal. It's a hyper-sound speed rocket. They destroyed a foreigner base in Zhytomyr. They destroyed underground nuclear base. And you can also see their informative videos of their defense ministry with all satellite information. How they destroyed this base. Underground, very big base from Soviet times. They know all the coordinations of all the objects, because Ukraine was a part of Soviet Union, and till 1993 was part of Russian military system. They knew every coordinate and everything, and about Chernobyl. So I explained mostly to Lithuanian followers about Chernobyl, about another atomic plant. So it seems that atomic terrorists, nuclear terrorists, wanted to explode Zaporozhye, we call in Lithuania. There was a car, Zaporozhets, very tough car. Father taught me how to drive when I was 10 years old. And after that, I had Renault in driving courses, and it was quite similar. So, Zaporozhizhnya, you say in English. So, the third reactor was smoldering since 21st of February. So, for American readers and for American, sofa knights, sofa warriors, it doesn't matter if, for example, Zaporozhye will explode. But for me, it's not far away from where I sit. It's only Belarus and Ukraine and Zaporozhye in southern Ukraine. And the first reactor was off, the second reactor was off, the third was on, smoldering. Burning reactor produced electricity. Electricity was switched off of international grid, working in island regime till 16th of March. Did you know about that? Did anybody write? Only New York Times wrote 1st of March about that many of reactors do not work. So who was killed? The first journalist who was killed in Ukraine? New York Times TV reporter Brent Anthony Renault. And you all had to believe that Russians were sitting in the bushes and were killing with sniper guns your journalists. It is not true. The only paper who tried to write true, I found an article that 6 reactors out of 15 not working since 21st of February. So look, 21st of February, Russian army is not here. So this all-nuclear situation is not pictured at all. And for Americans, maybe for English, whose royal family now is dancing in Belize, dancing somewhere, having fun, is far away. But for us in Lithuania, it's very near. And I am personally in shock how our media, with totally brainwashed media, financed by very big finances, write all this bullshit every day, as if this nuclear would explode, they would not get this radiation. They act as if they sit in some. Maybe they expect to move to some island and to not to get this radiation. So all the situation, then they were lying about training center fire when they said it is in a nuclear plant, and then radiation center was analyzing radiation level when the main problem 4th of March was smoldering reactor, the third smoldering reactor. And what Russians did, they immediately switched it off. And then 5 days in a row, they had a collision with Ukrainian Nацгвардия. Ukrainian Nацгвардия had a lot of ammunitions, guns, 500 rifles, explosives, and were sitting in reactor territory. And no media wrote. This is the crime against humanity, because in international norms you cannot keep explosives in reactors. It is terrorism. But when Russians asked Ukrainians go home, they went home 9th of March. Left all explosives, rifles, everything, and left. Maybe they were told not to be accused for nuclear terrorism and left. And when Russia already organized to neutralize all this munition, then our press and Western press started shouting, screaming, crying, Russians are destroying explosives found in nuclear plant. So if people are not out of mind, they could understand all these crazinesses, because every good step of Russian army, of Russian administration, they reverse at the same moment as it is evil. It is very bad. So the same about yesterday news. Mostly it's not yesterday news, it's already 2 days ago, that Russians, the very bad Russians, found laboratory in a lab in a Chernobyl nuclear plant with active radioactive elements and destroyed it and stole all these elements. So I was so happy because Chernobyl is even nearer Lithuania. It's just on the border with Belarus. So in a non-working electro plant with explosion 36 years ago, with smoldering grave under this plant, it's smoldering. If you Google Chernobyl burning again, Chernobyl smoldering like a popcorn, you will find scientists webs, atomic physics articles, scientific articles of last year. They said it's everything burning. So I was thinking, what, for example, fake operation was not to get interested in it. So after this knew about smoldering Chernobyl, just in 9 days there was this Belavia fake operation with a plane with Protasevich. You know this, the fake journalist who was Azov member, participated in crimes against humanity in Luhansk Republic, now recognized by one country, so we can easily say Luhansk Republic. And they were looking for him, and according to Luhansk law, he had to be shot. So he started cooperating with Belarus and revealed a lot of information. So it can be that he revealed information also about atomic terrorism, because these high trained soldiers of Azov is connected to Al-Qaeda training center in Karachi. It's on border with Pakistan and Afghanistan. And how do I know it? I also revealed last year, because the terrorist Tarrant who shot 156 people in a church, Christchurch town in a mosque in New Zealand, 15th of March 2019. He was in Azov training center on Belarus border with Ukraine. He was in Karachi, and he was telling, like, in both centers he was learning about Baltic culture. And Protasevich was advertisement face of a journal of Azov with the name Black Sun. Black Sun, it is pagan sign of Prussians. Black Sun means dead nation. So the Ukraine fake operation started maybe not from 2012, but maybe from 2000, with all the orange revolutions and all Jewish background, or with America-tied people, with people with 4 passports like Poroshenko. Poroshenko had a factory of chocolate in Lithuania, and I was not buying his chocolate